Hi, I'm Alexandria Mahort, and I am sitting here with
Dee Dee Abdur-Rahim.
Tell me a little bit about your role as a lady of the league.
My role, my husband played in the NBA for 12 years, and he was drafted in 1996, and thereafter he retired in 2007 and started a career as assistant coach and moved up. Now he's an executive with Sacramento Kings, and been in
So you've seen all aspects of it.
I have seen all aspects.
From sort of playing on the court and then going behind the scenes,
Yes.
managing and really working in those more political aspects of it
Yes.
too.
Yes.
So how much would you say that being like a member of Behind the Bench has helped with that transition, or has it?
No, it's actually amazing plus. With the transition, when my husband first started in the NBA, I was still in college, and although he was playing, I was young. Although he was playing, I still stayed in. I had 3 more years of school, and then I went on to law school. So being away from a team and coming in and out of, like a setting where you don't really know a lot of wives, you're a little nervous and not intimidated, but you just feel like you don't
totally
know
different
anyone.
presence.
Exactly.
Like, am I going to fit in? Is it going to work out?
Exactly.
And you have to get along with them.
You do. You have to get
no
along,
option.
and you want everybody to feel comfortable. And I know when Sharif played with Atlanta, that's when I met Christina. She's now the president of Behind the Bench, and she told me about Behind the Bench, and that was about over 10 years ago. And it has been a tremendous help, not only with just having that sisterhood, but a connection to women who get it. They understand what you're going through. Sometimes you just can't tell a regular family member or friend
what's going on,
because they think
or they don't
you have
understand.
no problems. Exactly.
Or you're like, I couldn't even go to dinner because everyone's coming up to shake hands, and you just want to sit there and eat.
Yeah.
And other people don't really get that some days.
And then sometimes you just want to, they just think it's a glamorous life, and it's not. It's the same life. We go through the same thing everyone else goes through. We raising the kids, and our husbands are away, and which is even a little bit more. Has a different layer than what you need. It's almost like
hard.
It's definitely hard.
It's a hard transition and a switch between the two, to know that you're married to this person and they're the love of your life, but there's gonna be times when they're away for like weeks, months for training.
Yeah, and they travel, and then you're explaining that to kids, like if they miss something. Like my daughter had a father-daughter dance, which is really important to her. And my husband is like, how important? Like, really, I can't try to figure out, how to make it. And I'm like, whatever you need to do, you need to get here for
like, this is the one. That's how my dad, I would barter with him. I'm like, okay, well, you've missed 5 choir concerts, and I have a show tonight. And if you are not front row and center at this musical, it's all over. I don't want you. You're not my friend anymore.
Yes.
That's good. So you think being involved with a lot of other families going through the same thing helps?
Not only does that help, but when you get traded, if you're like with being a member of Behind the Bench, I'm not as nervous like going to a new team, because 9 times out of 10, it's someone that's with Behind the Bench, or somebody that's already a member could have called that person and say, one of my BTV sisters, which is Behind the Bench, they just was traded there, or we'll get emails, another wife was traded somewhere else. Yeah, welcoming, or just saying, where's the pediatrician? Where's the, who's who basically in this area, and then you just get all this wealth of information of otherwise that you wouldn't have access to.
And I think it's important to share these kinds of stories and these, like, the trying times, and having all these women support you, because we get such a negative display from the media of certain basketball wives, or so it's like people who are affiliated with, who don't really go through as much of the sisterhood. So you get this more catty version and this more petty version. You're like, that's not it.
That's not
it at all.
I have been a member for over 10 years now, and I have not had any problems with anyone. I've not seen
any mother will do anything to help you.
Any one of them. I can pick up the phone, and on top of that, Behind the Bench is rooted in empowering and inspiring and impacting the lives of others. So we've been around for 20 years, and have donated over $2 million to various charities. So that is something. Even me coming in the league, you want to help, but you're so busy. You want to
be a part of these things. You want to make a change and a difference. You want to use that influence you have to really help others and help them come up too.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for speaking with me.
Thank you. Visit www.ladiesoftheleague.com for more information.
And we just wanted to give a special thank you to our sponsors, Crush and Brew, South Bend Chocolate, and Isaiah Thomas's own popcorn company, Popcorn Indiana.